5-3, slope-intercept form. So this is very similar to direct variation. We have y is equal to x. That's how it is similar. The direct variation constant is now our slope. So we put an m in there. It still has the same effect. So our intercept, it's our y-intercept. This is where it crosses the y-axis, is added at the end. So it's not always going through the origin. Sometimes we're going to go through the y-axis at a different section. So here we go. We need to use this formula to find our information. So you see this, find the slope and the y-intercept of the graph in each equation. So our slope and our y-intercept is what we need to pull out. So if we look, slope is m. That's the same thing as our constant in direct variation. So there's our 3. So m is equal to 3. There's our slope. And now we need our y-intercept. And it says -5. So we have a -5 for our y-intercept. So it's going to cross the y-intercept at -5. And our slope is 3, so we put a 1 over it. So we go to the right one, up 3. So that's our slope. Number 10, write an equation of a line in slope with a given slope m and y-intercept b. So now we're going to write the equation of the line. So we start off y is equal to x, and then we're going to put our slope in there, and they said our slope is -1, and our y-intercept is 3, so I need to add in 3. So there's my equation. Y is equal to -1x plus 3. We don't have to have the 1 in there. It could be just y is equal to -x plus 3. It's the same thing. Number 16. Write an equation in slope-intercept form of each line. So we need to write the equation, and we said that here's our y-axis, and we see we're crossing at 1. It's a +1 is where we're crossing. And we know when we write an equation in slope-intercept form, it's y is equal to x, but now I need my slope. So I go back to the graph, and I could see I can identify at 1, 3, we're on the line here. So my slope is rise over run. And so I'm running 1, and I'm rising 2 to get back onto the line. So what is 2 divided by 1? 2. So there's my slope. So there's my equation. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. Write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the given points. So we're given 2 points, so we need to find our slope. And if you remember our formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So 3, 5, and we're subtracting. 0, 4, 5 minus 4 is 1, 3 minus 0 is 3. So our slope is 1/3. So I'm going to take one of the points and substitute it in So I have y is equal to mx plus b. So y, I'm going to take one of my points, 5. My slope is 1/3. My x is 3. And now I can find where my intercept is at. So 5 is equal to 3 times 1 is 3, divided by 3 is 1, plus b. So I need to do some algebra to get the b by itself because I want to know what that intercept is in the equation. So I subtract 1 from both sides. B is equal to 4. Now I can write my equation. I know my slope and my y-intercept. So y is equal to 1/3 x plus 4. So first we needed to find our slope. Second, we needed to find where our intercept was. And third, we write our equation. On the back side of the paper, on problem number 28, we need to graph each equation. So if I look at my equation, my slope is 1, because I only have one x there, so I have 1/1, and my y-intercept is 3. So my graph is going to, 1, 2, 3, is going to start right on the 3. My slope says to go over 1. It says run 1, go up 1. So there's a point on the line right there. Now I can just draw my line. So the first thing you need to do is figure out what your slope is and your y-intercept. So you put your y-intercept in there, calculate out your next using your slope, and we have a graphed equation. In our last section it says find the slope of the y-intercept of the graph of each equation. So I need to solve for y, so I can pull out my slope and my y-intercept. So I need to add 5 to both sides of the equation. So here's 0. Now I have y equals just like I wanted. And then I distribute 1/3 x. 1/3 says minus 9 times 1 is 9, divided by 3 is 3. Plus 5. Then it's y is equal to 1/3 x. Negative 3 plus 5 is 2. So my slope is 1/3 and my y-intercept is at 2.